Hey guys, it's Tom for Alliance Comics Toys and Games. Haven't spoke to you in a little while with everything going on with the pandemic. The store's been shut down. I did get a box from CGC. CGC is still open and operating. They're an essential service, so I did get a box back. I've got another one coming back soon. With all the confusion and everything going on, though, I did have one box get lost. Looks like it was more USPS's fault than CGC, but it's a bummer because it's a pretty good box. This is kind of a mediocre box I'm going to be opening, to be honest with you, but you know, I lost 22 nice modern keys. So bummer, but it's cost of doing business. You know, it's a risk anytime you send books out. So, and it happened to me. You might notice the wall looks different. I did sell a lot of my graded stuff to help keep the lights on and keep me going through this period of time. I will be filling it back in. Fortunately, online sales are going pretty well for me, so I can't really complain because I'm making it just fine. But I did have to sell some of my better stuff to kind of keep things going. Filled it in with some nice raw stuff, nothing crazy up there, but you know, some nice solid keys, minor keys, and just some cool covers that people are always looking for. I will be swapping this up too. With having all this extra time off, I have been getting to a lot of comics. Right before this happened, I bought a large, over 10,000 comic modern collection. Everything from Vertigo, Image, Dynamite, DC, Marvel, and a lot of the key titles you're going to want to see. Chew, Invincible, Wolverine, Deadpool, Spider-Man. I mean, just some really killer stuff. So I've been going through that. It's all in really nice shape. And I pulled some decent books out of there. So hopefully I'll be getting those back soon as well. I did send off a batch to Chris Myers at the Comic Book Presser. You can look him up at www.comicbookpresser.com. Anyway, I did send some books off to him. There should be an Invincible 1 coming back. A couple of NYX3s. Trying to think what else was in there. I mean, two Ultimate Fallout 4s. You know, first appearance of Miles Morales. Some nice stuff. Only like 7 or 8 books, but some really nice books. So I'm hoping for high grades on those. I did pull those out of that collection. So yeah, so let's get to this. You know, you can always follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Alliance Comics Toys and Games. On both. I have been posting a lot more up there for sale. And sales have been okay on there as well. I still sell more on eBay and Amazon than anywhere. But, well, let's see what's in here. Okay, so first, got a Detective Comics 403. Now this, normally I wouldn't send this in, but it is a double cover. The first cover is a 5.0, the interior cover is a 6.5. So they graded it, you know, put the 6.5 grade on there, but it's actually got 2 grades for each cover. You know, I was expecting, I'm surprised they say this is a 5.0 because this actually looks, I thought this would have been a 6.5 and the interior was going to be more like an 8, but oh well, live and learn. It's not going to bring stupid money, anything close to that. Probably a $150 book just because of the rarity of it being a double cover. Okay. Here's a cool book. This is Jack Kirby's New Gods #1. It's from 1971. Really cool cover here with Orion on the cover. DC's New Gods. You know, just when Kirby left Marvel, he was able to get even more out into the ether with his artwork and style and the stories and everything. And this is a relatively hot book too because there's a lot of rumbles that they're going to be doing something with New Gods in the DC universe as far as the motion picture universe. This is one I had for my own. This is going into the personal collection. This is Spaced. This actually came out in 1974. It's an underground comic from Comics and Comics Company, and it was released in 1974. The interesting thing about this is if you notice the hair on the heroine here in the cover, it looks just like Princess Leia. The art director and George Lucas both have admitted that they read this book and were inspired by this and some of the other things that go on in this storyline as well. It's pretty, if you've ever read this book, it's very raunchy. It's very much an X-rated book. But I love Star Wars, and I love the cover, and I love the tie-in with Star Wars and the whole story with George Lucas and his art director being fans of this book and everything. So I went ahead and got it graded. It's not a high-value book at this point. I think this could sneak up one day, especially as the story gets out there more and more and people become aware of this book. And it could actually go up one day, but I bought this to hang on the wall at my house. I just think it's a killer cover and a great story behind it as well. So, but I'm really disappointed in the grade. Off-white to white pages. I mean, if you look at this, it looks pretty clean. I'm really gonna have to look hard at the notes because I don't see any major issues. This should be an 8.5 in my opinion. Sorry, I hate to always be arguing with CGC's grades because I rely on them so much for my business, but you know, that's a bummer. Okay, here's a nice key that people are always looking for. It's Avengers 57. This is the first appearance of Vision. Hot book with the Vision Red Witch series, Scarlet Witch series coming to Disney's channel, Disney Plus. And then also with him being a major part of the Avengers storyline in the movies and everything. So, you know, 5.0, solid grade. I'm perfectly fine with that. And like I said, this book is really hot with speculation because of the TV series coming. Okay, here's some Silver Age Amazing Spider-Man. You know, I got this out of a collection where I didn't pay much for it, so I went ahead and sent it off. Came back at 6.0. This one might have been a mistake sending in. Nothing really that exciting about this book. It is vintage Silver Age Spidey, which is cool. It's an early book, 21, so it's, you know, on the within side of the first 2 years from 1965. It is Stan Lee's story, Ditko cover art, so there's a lot of things right with it. And you've got a hero. Anytime you get two heroes fighting each other, that's always good as well. So, not a complete bummer, but it's not going to be high value. So, that's where the bummer comes in. Here's a Golden Age Western comic. This one is from 1953. It's Jesse James 15. Western comics aren't the most collected, but when you get some of these titles like Jesse James, Wyatt Earp, some of the TV shows, things like that, especially from the Golden Age, they still bring a decent price. Picked this up in a collection. I'm way into the profit on the whole collection. So I went ahead and sent this in. I do like having Golden Age books around. Great cover with Jesse holding the sheriff at bay at gunpoint. You know, like you said, anytime anything Golden Age, you know, I do like having them around. They're just killer. Here's some Golden Age Batman. Detective Comics 191. This is from 1953. Great cover. You got the 3 V's: victim, villain, victor. And you know, again, you know, nothing. It's not a major key. It's just a cool cover, great storyline, and you know, it's just always great to have Golden Age Batman around. So should be should get a decent price for that. Here's another Golden Age Batman. This is from 1953 as well. So, and again, it's really cool. You've got the computer that's going to kill Batman, or the crime, you know, they can predict crimes and all that. Batman and Robin to die, you know. So I mean, it's just a cool subject matter and everything. Great Golden Age Batman. And anytime you can get a score really above a 3 in Golden Age Batman, it's like getting a 7 or 8 easy in Silver Age. Here's another Golden Age book. This one is Millie the Model. It is from 1949. It came back as 7.0. I'm real happy with that grade. Off-white to white pages. This back is nice and white. I would consider it off-white, but it's still pretty, got a lot of sheen to it still. Cover looks really great. Millie looks awesome on the cover. You know, to have an early Golden Age comic from Marvel Comics, nothing wrong with that at all. And last but not least, one more Golden Age comic. Batman from 1954. Again, Machines of Menace. These machines were sent in to break into the Bank of Gotham. Batman and Robin are intercepting it here. Robin's in trouble. Batman's trying to help him out. Stock full of cash and safety deposit boxes. Just a really cool cover. 4.0, real happy with that. I didn't think it would get that high. There's a lot of damage on the cover here. Creases, a lot of color breaks. Whole corner down there, whole corner down there is missing. Damage to all 4 corners. Back, there's a big chip right there. There's a tear there. Another chip there, another chip there. Everywhere a chip. Yeah, a bit of a, you know, but so I'm real happy with the grade. I mean, it's a bit of a bummer that's got that much damage, but and these darker covers show a lot more too. But a lot of color going on in this cover, and just really cool. So that's what I got back. You know, wasn't that disappointing, you know, so I'm pretty happy with it overall. Like I said, follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Alliance Comics Toys and Games. Been posting a lot of modern stuff up there, and been posting full sets, all kinds of different things. So check out Instagram and Facebook for that kind of stuff. I'll be posting updates, things like that. Anything you see on there, just contact me, and we'll go from there. All right. It was great talking to you guys. I will be on more often. I've got another, like I said, another batch of books coming on, so look for me next week to be doing a video on that one. And take care of yourself. Be healthy during this strange time in our history, and I'll talk to you later.